Greetings, fellow Star Wars fans. Welcome to the first episode of the Holoterminal. These are going to be a video series I'm going to be putting together just over the course of the game's life, future game's life. It's going to be releasing on December 20th. My name is Ryan Strain. I am also known as Zwyan, Z-W-I-A-N. It's my first name said like a little kid. I do some podcasting on a site called Platform Nation. I also write for Platform Nation. It's a great community site where we cover all sorts of games and game news and reviews. But here we're going to be focusing solely on Star Wars: The Old Republic. I'm going to be doing videos for you about tips, beginner's tips. I'm going to be putting together a beginner's guide. Hopefully that I'll have for you on December 20th on the release date. I'm going to be getting in for early access. If you're lucky enough to get into early access, which is going to be the topic of this short little intro video. If you were lucky enough to get into early access, which all you really had to do was just pre-order it, but according to the talk on the forums and on the interwebs, a lot of it's going to depend on if you pre-ordered it in time, if you pre-ordered it early enough. There's a rumor saying that only the first people that pre-ordered in the first 24 hours are really going to get it on the 15th, which is possible. But I also remember getting an email from Old Republic saying, from the actual Bioware, saying that it's going to be maybe on the 13th, as early as the 13th, or maybe they were just saying they were going to send us information as early as the 13th. But I think because all the advertisements have been saying up to 5 days early, and that would be the 15th. So I'm still going with the 15th. But either way, I'm going to be trying to have a beginner's guide up for you here. I'm also going to be doing news videos on patches and upcoming things to the game, changes to the game, revisions to the game. Also going to be trying to be working in some PvP guides, and any other guides and tips, tip videos that I come up with. Maybe doing raid videos, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're just going to see how it goes, just kind of play it by ear. What I mainly wanted to cover in this short little video is just to basically introduce you to myself, introduce you to the show. I'm going to be having several other co-hosts come on for different episodes, but it will mainly be me as your main host, Ryan. I'm going to be, using Fraps, as you can see, minimized right down here in my window over here, to be capturing most of the game footage as I play. I don't really want to be concentrating on showing my face too much, because I think that a lot of people can agree that we don't really like seeing people's faces all the time. But moving on from that, the topic that I wanted to cover is that you can pre-load the game, which is something that you should really try and do. I don't know if anybody got the email, if you got an email for it. If you're not on the email list, maybe you didn't get the email. Or maybe you didn't, it's also been posted on their Facebook page, Star Wars Old Republic Facebook page. It's all over the place. Advertisements for it where you can preload the game in order to be ready for early access. And that's a really good thing to do. So basically what I'm going to show you is just the really basics of how to do it. It's really easy. Of course, you would have had to have pre-ordered it already. If you haven't pre-ordered it, well, you just go to the Star Wars site, and there it is right there. And then, of course, preload game is right here. All you have to do is just click on this. It's going to take you over here, give you a little set of instructions. But instead of reading you these instructions, or I'll save you the trouble of reading it, all you really have to do is just go up to login up here in the top corner. Log in. I'm not really going to enter my stuff just because, I don't know. I don't really know all those evil hacker methods out there, but they might be able to find out something, so I'm just not even going to bother entering that. You enter your stuff here, log in. As soon as you log in, there's going to be, on the right, there's always the options panel for things that you can do with your account. Look at your security questions, change your password, all that kind of thing. If you've pre-ordered the game, or if you haven't pre-ordered the game, I think that the option is still there. There's going to be an option called pre-order. You just click on that link and it'll take you there, and then that link will take you straight to a page where you can click on download client. From there, you'll download a simple executable file. The executable file will basically be this launcher that you see that I have here on my desktop. And the executable file, you just download it, launch it up. It's going to be the launcher. You're going to need to log in and go ahead and download. The server isn't responding at the time that I'm creating this video, but as you can see, I stay up late. It's 1:40 a.m. right now, at least where I am. And so the server isn't responding, but it will. Hopefully that's just a little hiccup, but that's just more reason to why you should preload it as early as you can. And on that note, if you were in beta tests, which I was, but I have upgraded to a new computer since then, which is irrelevant, but if you were in the beta test, then you need to uninstall your beta client fully from your computer, because apparently LucasArts and BioWare are saying that there's going to be some type of complication if you still have that on your machine when you try and download for early access period. So make sure that's undownloaded. So get that off your machine, then you just log in. It'll start downloading for you. Just leave it on for a while, turn off your monitor, and go do something else for a while, or you can still play a game with it on, whatever, play some Skyrim while you're waiting. Well, I think that's just about all that I have for you here today. I just wanted to kind of do this short little intro video, introduce you to myself. Once again, I'm Ryan Strain. I'm going to be doing these videos for you who are on the Holoterminal. If I'm hoping that we can get a little bit of a following here, and if we do, then we're going to start doing suggestions, taking suggestions from people in the comments on what topics you would like to see covered. Ideas that I've had are to do possible walkthroughs of quests that are giving people trouble, or different things that are giving people trouble, or doing walkthroughs of new instances, or at least showing them off, if not saying the exact way to do it, because I'm sure that the elitists out there, which I don't really count myself amongst the ranks of, I'm sure that they would not approve of some of my comments and methods. So I would rather really just this is going to be opinions. If you want to know a little bit about my so-called credentials before I close up here, I have played practically every single MMO that's on the market. There's a couple, I guess that I haven't, but everything from the Matrix Online to EverQuest, the original EverQuest 2, to Rift, to I've played so many of them. Some of them I haven't played for giant lengths of time. The ones that I've spent the most time with have been EVE Online, World of Warcraft, Lord of the Rings Online. Those are probably the biggest ones, but I have spent a pretty good amount of time with other ones as well. I have a pretty objective opinion about the games that I look at. I try and see the positive things even in light of negative things, and I try and bring to light the negative things and be honest and upfront about it. That's what I really want to be on this show. It's just going to be friends talking and sharing their opinions. We're really not going to be holding back on much. If there's something that we don't like, then we're just going to say it. We're not really going to, we're not going to be bullshitting here with you, basically. My other friend that's going to be coming on is going to be my main co-host, is going to be Brian Webb. He'll probably be here on the next episode here for the Beginner's Guide. I just wanted to put this together for you, and I suppose that's all I have for you here. Remember to preload the game. Early access period should begin on the 15th. The game is going to be coming out on the 20th, and be looking for my Beginner's Guide, which is going to be coming out on that day, hopefully, if not on the 21st. I will try and have that on the 20th, though. I'm really trying to do that, So, once again, this is Ryan Strain. Make sure to check out my writing over at Platform Nation. Thanks a lot.